right, we are headed to a little free library at the city park that is not that far from my house. A lot of people walk to it, some people bike to it. I'm driving to it because I have 2 bags of books. I figured why not give back to the community and just stick them in the little free library. So I'm gonna go do that. All right, I'm actually at the park right now and there are so many people here. So I'm very self-conscious recording in public, but the little free library actually has books in it. It seems like it's a lot of kid books, but it's not empty, which is what I was worried about. So I'm actually going to save the majority of my books for the book exchange because I get store credit that way and I can buy new books, but I'm still going to drop off some books for like the parents. So some of the ones that I'm going to leave here are The Pint of No Return, Dial A for Aunties, Behind Every Lie, The Passengers, Every Bone a Prayer, and The Bees. Hi friends, it's Gwen. It is the last day, day number 7 of the Upside Down Readathon, and I have my coffee ready to go. I have my book ready to go, and you may be thinking, Gwen, that wasn't on your TBR, and you're right. This was actually on my TBR for another readathon I am participating in later this month. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm gonna be taking this off of that TBR and reading it or starting it now because I doubt I'll be able to finish it today, but I figured I wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on it since, like I said in yesterday's video, Jessie and I are gonna be doing an author spotlight episode on my podcast for Lucinda Berry. So yeah, this is her newest release. It released earlier this year, earlier this summer, and I just really want to get to it, so I will have read all of the books that I own by her. For breakfast, I'm making the same thing I had yesterday. This pumpkin pecan oatmeal that I got at Trader Joe's. It is so good, you guys. You gotta have some. Thought I would do a reading update, but before that, I just wanted to announce that I just gained another night owl, and anytime that happens, it makes my heart so happy. If you don't know, the night owls are what I call my patrons over on Patreon. The link is in the description box, but basically it's like a membership thing where you pay $5 a month and then you gain loads of behind the scenes content, extra content from me, videos, podcasts, reading sprints, all kinds of stuff. I send like a welcome packet and I send out mail, like surprise owl mail every once in a while. And I don't know, like these friends are like next tier to me. They come before anybody else. They're just such a fun group of readers and friends, and they literally support this dream of mine. So shout out to all of the night Night Owl update on my book Under Her Care. I am currently on page 22, so not very far, but it's already very interesting. I did look up like a review, like a non-spoilery review of this one, not for like the premise of the story, but just so I can get some characters' names, so that I'm not like constantly like stopping and writing notes and stuff like that. I don't know what it is about me and characters. That's what trips me up. I mean, that's also why I don't read fantasy, because they do these like, you know, jumbled letters and it's supposed to be a name, or this jumbled, you know, letters and it's supposed to be a place. And I need to be able to like say it, think it, breathe it, you know, see it in my mind type thing. And if I'm getting characters confused, it's not like watching a movie in my head. It's just like you're walking into a crowded coffee shop and you have no idea who anybody is, but you're trying to make sense of it. And yeah, that never works. So I like to definitely keep character lists for all of my books. You should see how I annotate my books that I do for podcast discussions. I have so many tabs. I highlight, I underline, I dog ear, I use sticky notes, I do all of that. And that's something you can check out on my Patreon, because for the books that I do for discussion, I do 4 book discussions a year. The rest are like literary topics, recommendations, things like that, like fun, you know, bookish episodes. But for the book discussions, I do a reading vlog that's available only to my patrons, and I definitely share my annotation process with them. So that's been a lot of fun. That's like a new addition this year. All right, we're headed out to Joann's and we need to pick up some half and half for our coffee. Friends, obviously we are home. Isn't this like so 80s, this shirt with the embroidery on it? Mainly my husband got stuff. So my husband got these jelly pumpkins, which so cute but so bad for you. He got some Gorilla Tape, which we need this for our air conditioning piping. If you look over on our dining room table, we have this like foamy insulation pipe stuff. So that stuff came off of our air conditioner copper pipe, so we have to put that back on, and he's going to use this to wrap around it. Boring, but that's what it's like being an adult. And then we also picked up 2 of these. I don't know if you guys have seen these. These are these little like gadgets that when you get bit by a mosquito, you put this little plunger piece over the bite, and then actually this is down, and then you pull this plunger up and it sucks the spit that the mosquito puts inside, and it takes away the itch. Literally takes away the itch. I get so many mosquito bites in the spring, specifically the summer though, and these have saved my life. So when we went to go stay at my parents' house in North Beach, we saw one of these, and we had always wanted to try one. We thought it was like a gimmick, it wasn't really gonna work. It saved my legs this summer. So we picked up 2 more because we're terrified we're gonna lose it. So my husband has one, I have one, and then we have our other one. And then the last thing that I got is this pack of paper. It's like scrapbooking paper, but I really loved the colors and the designs of like what's on the pattern of the paper, and I thought I could make some pretty bookmarks with this. I do think I can finish this, but it's gonna be later tonight before I do. But I think I'll just extend the vlog later than I was hoping. I was hoping to be done around like 5 o'clock and start editing, but it's already like 4:57. So I'm gonna extend it a little late. I'm enjoying it so far. It's very, very interesting. The basic premise of the story is this woman is found dead, but she is discovered by a mom and her autistic son. And when the paramedics, the cops are called and stuff like that, the autistic son is aggressive towards them, and the cop, the main man leading the investigation, thinks that Mason had something to do with it. All right, friends, I am here with my final update for the Upside Down Readathon. I managed to read 5 books this week. And if you're interested in any of my thoughts, definitely check out the daily vlogs. They were a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. So I started the week by finishing The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Usman. I rated the story 4 out of 5 stars, and I am so excited to continue in the series. My friend Caitlin from Pride and Paperback sent me the 2nd book, and I received the 3rd book early from the publisher. I'm just really excited to get back to these characters. Next up, I tried a YA horror, Dead Flip. This is a new release, and this is the most Stranger Things vibe story that I read this week. Really happy I read it. I rated this story 3 out of 5 stars. Next up, I picked up Jennifer Hillier's new book, Things We Do in the Dark, and I actually had a lot to say about this one, but I rated this one 3 stars as well. Then yesterday, I read The Best of Friends by Lucinda Berry and rated it 3 stars. And then today I was able to finish Under Her Care by Lucinda Berry, and I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah, this one, I can't tell you much. This one was definitely like more twisty and turny than the other one that I read. I mean, all right, back to what I was saying. So Casey is brought in. The town detective calls the local autism expert Casey Walker to consult on the case, and at first Casey tries to keep an open mind, but the more time that she spends with Genevieve, the more her unease grows, and she suspects that Genevieve is doing more than just protecting her son. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It was definitely fast-paced. I liked the twists and turns. I liked the like second guessing like theories and stuff like that as I was reading. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. And like I said, Jessie and I are going to be doing an episode on my podcast later this year, doing an author spotlight on Lucinda Berry. So if you're interested in her books, or you're wondering which ones that you might be interested in picking up, just go ahead and subscribe to my podcast and start listening, and you'll hear all of her thoughts and my thoughts on the books that we have read by her. But anyway, that's a wrap on the Upside Down Readathon. I had a lot of fun participating. Thank you so much to the hosts. Thank you guys for watching my daily vlogs and keeping me motivated all week. I hope you guys are having a lovely day or night, and I'll see you guys again in another video very soon. Bye guys.